Brodes Media.
Oh, thank you, Jalen Hurts. What a beautiful man. What a sexy quarterback. That was fucking awesome, what he just did in Minnesota. Which one was your favorite pass, Brodes? Oh, it's a great question. Thanks for asking. I know, that's why I asked it. 3rd and long to Smitty? Cute, but there's better. 3rd and 13, rolling to his right to A.J. Brown. It's pretty damn electric. Play action, under center, 79 to Smitty, while Isaiah Rodgers is getting pantsed and his jock strap somehow is in the rafters because that guy was a flat-out stiff all day long. That was pretty sweet, wasn't it? How about dropping it into a bucket to ice the game to AJ? Or the opening drive on 4th down, pointing his finger at AJ saying, yo, go that way. Bang! 7 rip. There's so many to choose from. Jalen was a dog. The AJ pass for his 2nd touchdown, there were 3 Minnesota jerseys in the vicinity. I can keep going. I got to make sure I'm done by, maybe like 6 o'clock for my daughters. If I kept going, this thing could be 9 hours if I just wanted to talk about how special QB1 is. So let's get more into everything here. Okay. Big picture. I called out Nick Sirianni on Friday, and I said, I'm looking at you, coach. You get your ass kicked, and you were out-physicaled by a Giants team on Thursday Night Football for your 2nd straight loss. There are 0 fucking excuses. This team has to look sharp. They have to look detailed. They have to look willing to compete. They have to look like a team. They have to get a win and get off the damn schneid. You got to have a serious performance as a team. It started out that way. Then you got thrown those 3 and outs, which made me sick. Then the first half was ending, and Nick Sirianni quit on his guys. Straight up quit. Timeouts, time left on the clock. He said, let's just go to the room. There's no reason to attack and put our foot on the gas. No. Forget everything that Kevin Patullo has mentioned in weeks past about wanting to be the aggressor. Forget all that. I'm quitting on my guys. I'm going, are you serious? That was so disgusting. Through the actual middle of this game, I was nauseous as hell, and I thought, here we go again. You have a meeting as a team, and the first time you touch a field after a meeting will tell you everything you need to know about them. Either there's something in that room or there's no spark and you threw all your best darts at the dartboard, but nothing connected. And at that point, you're screwed. You're toast. And that's what I was feeling and almost how I was projecting my show to go until I saw what Jalen did to put the team on his back. And I think there's a correlation with how the team sat down offensively and really discussed what they wanted their identity to be and how they were going to accomplish that goal. Why we saw under center play action passes, and why we even got a statement here from Lane Johnson after the game that said, we did different things on offense today. Big formations, stretched them out, under center, pointing out some things they did. What do you know? When you're less predictable, big plays can happen. Splashes can happen. And here's what I don't want to hear. But Brodes, don't you think Kevin Patullo doesn't put him under center because he can't? No. Fuck no. No. Fuck no. Jalen can do anything. Jalen is a serious threat and a beautiful thrower of the football. That guy was sensational, zipping it all around the field. So no, it's not because he can't. It's because we've been inept. We've been stupid, we've been silly, and we haven't been putting our team in the best position possible to succeed as an offense from a strategic standpoint. Now, sometimes, like we saw against the Giants, Jalen misses AJ. Jalen misses Devontae. He's a human being, but he is capable of making these throws at a consistent clip. There's been a lot of weird injuries going on with the line. Cam Jurgens now. Thoat is in there. It's out of whack. There's been a lot of injuries everywhere, really. Adoree Jackson went down. Ringo threw his hardest hit of the day, of the year, of his career, maybe even including his collegiate career, at his own guy, Ajomo. Saquon got banged up. Ojulari. We're so desperate now, we're waiting for Brandon Graham to help save the day, which is kind of disappointing because that's a lot. And he kind of rode out on the perfect sunset, having another Super Bowl victory. And now he's got 2 tricep injuries in one season and doesn't have a training camp. And we need it so badly that he's doing his best and doing whatever he can to help out. But it's just, I don't know. It seems like a lot. From a nostalgic standpoint, of course I'm pumped, and we all love BG. But from a, is it really the right move standpoint, I do wonder. I do wonder. But anyway, there's been a lot going on. Injury-wise now, here's what you need. Kevin Patullo, Nick Sirianni, Jalen, AJ, Smitty, and Smitty was so sick today, man. That's how you do it professionally. AJ causes a scene. Devontae just zips it and plays his game. Takes hard hits over the middle. Takes hard hits when he's over by the sidelines, and he doesn't even catch the ball, but he's still getting extra pads to the face and to the chin as he's laying out of bounds. It's just, he's a warrior. And for such a skinny dude, man, the guy just plays so much bigger than what he really is, where he just takes shots and it doesn't break him. While Carson Wentz takes a shot from Jalen Carter, and I swear to God, he probably had 75 ribs broken in that one tackle. Throws it at Jalen, son, he takes it to the house. Oh, my God. That was so electric. And then Carson's throwing bombs downfield that is so ill-advised and stupid decision-making. You take advantage of that. Carson showed just timidness, if that's even a word. He showed he panics, that intentional grounding. How about when he threw Addison out of bounds when Quinyon was sitting in coverage in front of Addison? And Addison had a wide open touchdown. And because the throw sailed to the right, Addison got forced out of bounds. And you also had a throw that Carson missed in the flat, which would have been 7. And the next play, the ball got snapped over his head, and they had to live with a 59-yard field goal attempt. So Carson was just what Carson is, right? He's, but he's also a backup quarterback and has been for quite some time. And I guess he kind of gives you what a backup quarterback does, right? In a way, he kind of gives you a chance-ish on a backup quarterback level, but he's also going to probably shoot your team in the foot a billion times. I saw a shot of Justin Jefferson on the sidelines with all of his bling on after the game. He's fixing his earrings. His face looks so disgusted and so aggravated, it wasn't even funny. I mean, I thought it was funny because I'm watching my football team win a damn game that was so necessary. They needed this win. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. They needed this win. And for the first time all year, I actually headed into a week saying, I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know what version of this football team we are going to witness play, so I could see us losing. Even to a backup in Carson Wentz, I could see us losing because I just didn't trust what the offense was. And realistically, it was another game where the first half, outside of one drive, the first half sucked again. It was another one of those where for the majority of the first half, it was bad. It was bad. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. He could not sustain drives. The running game still can't get going, but I guess this is what I'm really praying for. You open up that pass game, you can get explosive shots downfield, teams get scared of getting beat over the top, and these weapons are going to clearly flip the field within maybe a pass or two that they have to realize it, And once Jalen, AJ Smitty keep connecting on this, they can't die by that because it's too quickly of an explosive play that they worry about the passing game, and then that maybe could open up the running game a little bit more, even with all of these injuries. But yeah, I mean, they got to figure out this whole injury thing, right? I mean, Landon Dickerson hasn't been healthy all year, and he's in and out, and Cam Jurgens now out, and Brett Thoat, and I don't think Brett Thoat can survive in this league, unfortunately, so there's some serious questions there, but they needed this in any way, shape, or form, and they needed the offense to give us a little bit of that cock tease. You know what I'm saying? That's why I need a little cock tease. I won't go into specifics, but when you're making love to the woman, you know what I'm saying? You can have it. You can have it. You can have it. Maybe not. Yes, you can. No, you can't. Yes, you can. How's that for an analogy?